In the My Chip Carving lesson number 116, I showed you how to draw this 12-point rosette that I'm carving right now. One tool that is really handy when it comes to laying this out, especially on a 6-inch scoop plate like this, is this instant center finder. The instant center finder hooks on the edge of your plate and automatically and instantly finds the center point so that you can draw those lines in any direction across the center of your plate. So that's the instant center finder. You can find it in the My Chip Carving store. Check it out. Maybe you'll find it quite as handy as I did when it came to laying out this rosette on the 6-inch scoop plate. Now when it comes to chip carving this rosette, the two basic rules: large chips first and carve away from your previous chips. So you can see I've already made some progress around here, taking out the large chips, and I'm working my way from right to left because I'm right-handed. I've made the first cut on this chip already, so now I'll make the second cut, starting shallow and going to deep. Now these are quite large chips, and this piece of basswood that I'm carving on this plate is pretty tough, so getting that depth isn't really easy. You can see that I've put my 6-inch scoop plate on top of another board instead of on my lap. This allows me a little bit more leverage than I can get while trying to hold it on my lap. Parts that remain in the bottom, go in the same position with your knife and take it out until it's nice and cleaned up. Okay, so there's that chip. Move my way to the next one right next to it, carving away from the previous chip. There's the deep part, and draw it all the way out right to the end. That's a tough one. So to believe that all of your chips just pop out instantly really isn't true. So I'm showing you as I carve this for you that it sometimes takes a couple of passes to get those really big chips to come out, like I just had happen to me right there. So I'll go down and clean up right in the bottom. So that's a real nice looking chip when I'm done with it. Next I'll work on these 4 chips from shallow. There's the deep part right there, and I'm going to take the first cut on this next chip right in line with it so I don't have to spin my plate around another time. Stop right there. I'm going to come right up the center now. This chip isn't nearly so big, so I don't need to go so deep. And then I'll take the next chip out right here, carving away from my previous chip to begin with, and then making the third cut right up the center. Okay, so that's those 2, and now I'll work on the next 2. Again, be sure to carve away on that first cut. Okay, and again, if there's any cleanup, don't gouge it out. Instead, go back in with that same position with your knife. A little bit down in this chip that I missed. You can do that now, or you can do it later on. But I'll clean it up real nice. Okay. Next I'll take out this chip in the middle here, or I can work up on the top, either here or here, it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and do this one next. From shallow, there's the wide part, so it's the deepest part, and draw your knife out. Okay, you could tell that cut was with the grain and it lifted right out. On this particular chip, I took the with the grain cut first so it doesn't lift out ahead of me if I made that my very last cut. And there you have it, the 12-point rosette, all the way from layout and design, how to draw it, to how to carve this beautiful rosette. Use proper technique, proper practice, and you'll get some great results in no time. Keep practicing, keep making chips, and email me if there's anything I can do to help you. It's Marty at mychipcarving.com.